Good evening and welcome to Turf Moor for Burnley's Carabao Cup third round tie against Rochdale. It's Burnley against Rochdale. We kick off at 7:45. We play to a finish tonight. No replay, no extra time. We go straight to penalties if the scores are level after 90 minutes. The Clarets put in a spirited performance on Saturday, particularly in the second half against Arsenal, but the Gunners came away with a 1-0 win. Sean Dyche makes 8 changes tonight. Maxwell Cornet came on for a promising debut on Saturday. He starts for the first time tonight. Matty Vidra appeared to win a penalty against Arsenal, but it was overturned on review. He also starts tonight. Robbie Stockdale manages Rochdale. They sit 8th in League 2 after relegation last season. They drew 1-1 at Mansfield Town on Saturday. Danny Cashman is on loan from Coventry. He can play in this competition. He got the goal at Field Mill on Saturday. Max Taylor joined Rochdale after leaving Manchester United in the summer. He's one to look out for in a 3-man defence. Some more detail on those sides. We expect Burnley to stick with 4-4-2. It's 8 changes, as we mentioned. No Ben Mee involved, no Dwight McNeil, no Josh Brownhill. Nick Pope, James Tarkowski and Ashley Westwood remain from Saturday's game. So Nick Pope in goal, Phil Bardsley, a former finalist in this competition, at right back, Eric Peters at left back, Nathan Collins and skipper James Tarkowski in the centre. A midfield 4 of Aaron Lennon, Jack Cork, Ashley Westwood and Maxwell Cornet. Remember, his first start for Burnley tonight. Up front, Jay Rodriguez alongside Matty Vidra. Rodriguez likes this competition. 14 EFL Cup goals, 8 of those for Burnley. On the bench for the Clarets, 7 subs in this competition. It's Will Norris, Matt Lowton, Charlie Taylor. He got the winning penalty at St James's Park, of course. Johan Berg-Gudmundsson, Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes and Bobby Thomas. For Rochdale, they lost the 1962 final to Norwich City. They attempt to go past the third round for the first time since tonight. Normally play wing backs in a progressive 3-4-3, and they line up like this. Jay Lynch, the former AFC file keeper, in goal. A back 3 of Max Taylor, Owen O'Connell and Gerald Dorset. He's on loan from Reading. A midfield 4, wing-backs of Corey O'Keefe on loan from Mansfield, Jimmy Keohane on the left-hand side. Central 2, Aaron Morley and Stephen Dooley. Up front, Cashman, as we mentioned, Big Jake Beasley through the middle and Abraham Ado. Look out for him, he's a tricky player with pace. Used to be at Charlton Athletic. On the bench, former Huddersfield keeper Joel Coleman, Jimmy McNulty, Alex Newby, who's with Chorley, George Broadbent, Matt Doan, you know him, it's his third spell at Rochdale, nearly 300 games for the club, Josh Andrews and Liam Kelly. So those are the sides tonight. Been 14 league meetings between these two sides. All of those were in the bottom division. The last meeting in the FA Cup in December 1993. Burnley won that tie 4-1. David Ayres scoring a hat-trick. Been 4 meetings in this competition. Both sides have won 1 each with 2 draws. As mentioned, Jeff Elchingham, our referee. The last time we saw the official from County Durham was the goalless draw against Cardiff City in our championship winning season. Pleased to say, for the first time this season, got Dave Roberts alongside me. Interesting cup tie, or Lancashire Cup tie.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's good following from the Rochdale fans. They've not had far to come down the road, and they've sold out their tickets pretty much. I think they've got 2,500 in the cricket field stands, so it'll be a good atmosphere tonight, hopefully.
Yes, it will, and it'll be a game Sean Dyche will want to win. Very
much so, yeah. An opportunity to get through to the last 16. We've not done too well in cup competitions, have we, recently? I think we've concentrated on the league, but you're playing a League 2 side, you've got an opportunity of progressing, and yeah, we'll certainly be looking to get past Rochdale tonight and get a plum tie in the last 16.
Did well in the last round at Newcastle. It was a tight old game, and Wayne Hennessy was the hero with the penalty saves.
Yeah, ground the result out on penalties in the end. It's one that could have gone either way, really. On the 90 minutes, there wasn't too much between the teams, but yeah, Wayne Hennessy was the difference, and perhaps consider himself slightly unfortunate not to be in the starting lineup today.
Not in the squad, so we wonder about that. There's no Mee, no McNeil, no Brownhill. We knew he had a knock from Saturday, and no Wayne Hennessy. Those are the 4 that stand out, but a real opportunity here for Maxwell Cornet. Might add a few to the gate in the last minute.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I think he came on, he lifted the crowd when he came on Saturday. Yeah, playing from the start today, he's got an opportunity to showcase his talents, and hopefully we see that tonight.
What did you make of Saturday? Certainly it was Burnley's second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't. To be fair, there wasn't too much in the first half. Obviously, really well taken free kick. I don't think you can blame Burnley for that.
No.
It was a well taken free kick over the wall. And yeah, that was a difference in the first half. And Burnley, I think, although they didn't create too many big chances, they came out, and I thought that we were the better side in the second half and could easily have grabbed a point and maybe more.
The penalty's not consistent, is it? Because obviously Bamford and Pope last year was given. This was given initially and then rescinded on review. We were told last year that if the player makes contact, it doesn't normally or necessarily mean it's not a penalty.
I think we're looking at all the different VAR decisions that came out over the weekend. There was no consistency with any of them, so I'm not sure it's a vendetta against Burnley. I think a lot of teams are scratching their head wondering what's the penalty and what isn't these days.
You just wonder if there are inconsistencies. They always seem to feature Burnley. The manhandling of Tarkowski at Goodison Park was very, very similar to the penalty that was given away in the Watford game, wasn't it? Burnley just don't seem to get them, and as I say, if the inconsistencies come, they often seem to come against Burnley.
Yeah, we certainly haven't had our share of penalties, and it doesn't seem to be righting itself, although the run without a red card does continue. That's 98 games now without a red card, isn't it?
Sean Dyche was quick to mention that last week.
Well, you wouldn't think so, looking at the press. I looked at the Saturday morning papers, and there were the tabloids in particular were leading on.
There was a bit of an agenda, wasn't there?
There seemed to be.
I mean, the Barnes booking is something and nothing. It really is. It's a straight arm that the player runs into, and Barnes is booked for it. And you know, I just wonder if that was a culmination of what had gone on before. Arsenal crowded the referee, and he gave a yellow card. It was something, absolutely something and nothing. And I saw Rafa Benitez blame Burnley for the injuries to Richarlison and to the keeper.
Pickford, yeah.
I mean, he used to say Richarlison didn't injure himself challenging Ben Mee in the first half.
Well, there is that, yeah. It's, that didn't get any replays, though, strangely, did it?
No, it didn't.
Replay of that.
It didn't, no. You know, Goodison, we didn't have access to replays at the time, so I didn't pick up on the Tarkowski penalty at the time. Having seen it since, it looks a clear penalty, and Burnley just didn't get it. But it's all about getting a win here now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, it is a poor record we've got at home now, and we need to do something about it.
Yeah, we're going back to the Villa game, aren't we? We came back from behind, won 3-2 against Aston Villa in January, and it's Burnley's worst ever run at home. It's looking back through the record books, there isn't a worse run at home. It's 13 in Premier League, in league games, and the Bournemouth defeat in there as well, which I was with you for back in February, wasn't it? So it's we're due a win, definitely.
Yeah, it's not a great record, that, is it? You know, we've got to do something about it, because if Burnley are to stay up, they're going to have to beat the sides around them, or some of the sides around them, particularly here. Yeah,
well, obviously we've got Leicester away, and then we've got Norwich coming to Turf Moor, so that's going to be
massive, isn't it?
A massive game, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we've been here before. You know, last year we only had 1 point from the first 6 games and stayed up relatively comfortable. I know we were only a place above, but it was 11 points in the end, and we were relatively comfortable in the end in 18-19, but you don't want to keep having those scares.
No, one time it's going to catch you out, so we need to get some points on the board, and be a tricky one against Leicester, but then Norwich coming here, that's going to be an opportunity to get 3 points.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think Leicester have had a bit of a shaky start. You know, they didn't play particularly well at Brighton. I think we're playing better than the results suggest, so you never know on Saturday, particularly if we can take the lead there. It might help our cause. What do you make of Nick Pope starting tonight? Is that a little bit of a surprise?
As you say, it could be a confidence thing, or it could be a niggle with Wayne Hennessy. The intention might have been to play him, and then the fact he's not even on the bench might be, well, you know, he's putting Nick in there to give him a confidence boost.
Because they've not played a lot of games, have they?
No, they haven't. It's early days of the season as well, so it's a case of making do with what you've got. We have made 8 changes, and yet the team we put out is a very strong side. So it bodes well in terms of the depth of the squad. I
said the other day, I think it's possibly our strongest squad since we got promoted in 2016.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're struggling a little bit, but I think it's possibly our strongest squad. The bench looked stronger, didn't it, at the weekend?
Oh, very much so, yeah.
We're just waiting for Burnley to emerge. Got this strange situation now, Dave, where the teams come out from different opposite diagonals, if you will.
Takes some getting used to, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, the Premier League not allowing them to change in adjoining dressing rooms, so we've got a temporary dressing room for the away team between the Jimmy Mack and the Bob Lord stand,
which obviously affects that corner stand as well, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah, it does. So it's a bit of a strange one, but we're getting used to it. Let's hope it's not forever. We're just waiting for the teams to emerge. News on the strips today. Burnley have got a one-off strip. Instead of the sponsors logo, we've got the Alzheimer's Society on there, and those shirts will be auctioned for charity. And Rochdale have got their own special strip. It's a centenary strip, centenary of their emergence in the Football League, their first game in the Football League. So they've got a black and white stripe, almost like Newcastle strip, and it's a little bit different, so it makes it a little bit special. Tonight we're expecting a decent atmosphere, and no reason why Burnley can't get through to the 4th round, Dave, like we did last season. Great
opportunity, yeah. You've got to back yourselves against a League 2 side, although it'll be a bit like a cup final for them. So every match they go in the cup, it's like a cup final for them, so they're going to be up for it, you would have thought.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You'd want to think Burnley have got enough quality in the side to see them through. But Rochdale are doing well. They're a little bit unfortunate to be relegated last season. They're only out of the playoffs on goal difference, and we're going to see how it goes today. 8 changes, as we mentioned, for Burnley. Just Pope, Tarkowski, Westwood remain from Saturday. As we mentioned, Josh Brownhill. There'll be a minute's applause, thanks Dave, for Jimmy Greaves. And nobody scored more goals against Burnley than Jimmy Greaves, and of course played in the 1962 final, Dave.
Yeah, he did, and 21 goals against Burnley's fantastic record, and he obviously remains the top flight record goal scorer in England. 357. Obviously Alan Shearer scored a few more before the Premier League, but he's still nowhere near Jimmy Greaves.
No, it's a fantastic record. Here come the teams. Good reception. Let's start with the Burnley lineup. It's Nick Pope in goal. Former finalist Phil Bardsley at right back, Eric Peters at left back, Nathan Collins and skipper James Tarkowski in the centre. Midfield 4 of Aaron Lennon, Jack Cork, Ashley Westwood, and a first start for big signing Maxwell Cornet. Jay Rodriguez has got a good record in this competition with 14 EFL Cup goals, 8 with Burnley. He's alongside Matty Vidra up front. The Burnley bench, 7 subs today: Will Norris, Matt Lowton, Charlie Taylor, Johan Berg-Gudmundsson, Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes and Bobby Thomas. For the visitors, League 2 side Rochdale, it's Jay Lynch, the former AFC Fylde keeper, in goal. Back 3 of Max Taylor, the former Manchester United defender, Owen O'Connell and Jarrell Dorset. Ahead of them, Corey O'Keefe will play right wing back, Jimmy Keane left wing back, Aaron Morley, Stephen Dooley in the centre. Up front, Danny Cashman scored at Mansfield on Saturday, Jake Beasley and Abraham Adore. The substitutes for Rochdale: Joel Coleman, we know him from his Huddersfield days, Jimmy McNulty, Alex Newby, the former Chorley striker, George Broadbent, Matt Doan, Josh Andrews and Liam Kelly. So Robbie Stockdale, the Rochdale manager. Sean Dyche has just been across to shake hands. We will have that minute's applause for Jimmy Greaves. Had a fantastic record against Burnley, and that'll be in a moment or two. Tarkowski to meet in the middle with the skipper. Referee, toss of the coin. Jeff Eltringham. Nick Pope going across to Maxwell Cornet. I mean, all eyes will be on Cornet.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, he came on, he looked the part when he came on Saturday. He's got a chance to do his business for 90 minutes and show what he's capable of.
So the players will just meet in the middle, and we'll have that minute's applause for Jimmy Greaves. Chelsea, AC Milan, Tottenham, West Ham. Just been announced by the PA, and there'll be a minute's applause for Jimmy Greaves. Fantastic appreciation for Jimmy Greaves, who sadly died on Sunday. Rochdale will get us underway. They're defending the away end. First half. Play 3-4-3 normally. Look out for Danny Cashman, who'll be a danger up front. On loan from Coventry City. And Rochdale set to get us underway. The players take a knee. It's applauded by the crowd. And on Jeff Eltringham's next whistle, we will be underway. Carabao Cup third round tie. Burnley against Rochdale. Header won at the back by Bardsley. Might break here for Keane, but it'll go out of play for a Burnley throw. It is as we expected. 3-4-3 for the visitors. And it'll be Bardsley with the throw here. Looking towards Vidra. Rodriguez to battle and try and win the next ball. Dinked forward, and that'll go out of play again. Similar position for Bardsley to take it. Cornet's gone left-hand side, Dave. Lennon right-hand side, as we expected. Ball forward. O'Connell to win that. Might break here for Cornet. First touch treated well. Touched inside for Westwood. Westwood looking for Peters. Peters will get there. Can he get a ball back in here? Just almost ran away from him. He got a ball in. It's a decent ball. Nobody gambled on it at the back post. Thumbs up from Peters. Top ball, wasn't it, from Westwood? Yeah, really good ball. Took
it right to the byline, fired it across the 6-yard box, but no one to get on the end of it. It's quite a powerful cross, wasn't it?
It was. It had pace on it, and I don't think that helped the men in the middle. Here's Gérald Dorsey, former, well, he's on loan from Reading. Long throw. Almost caught out Beasley. It's gone back to Nick Pope. Pope with a decent kick. Into the opposing half just. Cork won the first header. Dooley the next ball. Gets it back from Keane. Dooley under pressure from Cork and fouled. It'll be a Rochdale free kick. Pat on the head from Cork. Dorset to take it. Here's O'Connell looking for the dangerous Ado. Going to watch him today. Here's Beasley. Helps it on. Chance here for Cashman. But Bardsley did well. Came across. Eases it behind for a goal kick. Just saw that front three there for Rochdale. Ado on the right-hand side. Beasley through the middle. Cashman left-hand side. They're a dangerous three.
Yeah, got a little bit of a lucky break with the bounce and got the ball through, but safely seen out by Phil Bardsley in the end for a goal kick.
Here's Pope with that goal kick. Burnley go to Leicester on Saturday. 3 o'clock kickoff. Next home match here a week on Saturday against Norwich. Again, 3 o'clock kickoff. Rodriguez just eases his man out of the way. It'll be a free kick to Rochdale. Maybe 12 yards inside their own half. No VAR tonight. So there'll be no rescinding of penalty decisions tonight. Here's Dorset. Just puts his foot on the ball. Back to O'Connell. Former Celtic player. Finds Ado. Just peeled away. Touch back. Good skill here from Morley. Hooks it on for Max Taylor. It's down that right-hand side where O'Keefe will be dangerous, I think, today. Morley just having to backtrack under pressure from Cork. O'Connell just to bring it out. Finds a nice ball. Cashman to help it on. Beasley's got a chance here. Into the box. Goes past Tarkowski. Hits it against Pope. At the legs of Pope. Just big and strong. First chance of the game falls to Rochdale, but Burnley on the counter, and here's Cornet in space. Chance to have a run at Max Taylor. Helps it on. Once more, there's a slip from Vidra, and a second slip. It was a bit unfortunate when Burnley were on the attack, and Ado just comes away with it. Burnley again applying the pressure. No foul. Here's Cornet. Touched inside for Westwood. On for Lennon. Back for Westwood. Westwood's a dinker ball in, too much on it, and that'll go behind for a goal kick. It's a bit unfortunate because he was in a good position, Vidra. Looked to slip twice.
Yeah, lost his foot in there. Might need a fresh pair of studs in there, I think.
Yeah. But a big chance, wasn't it, for Beasley? Maybe he should have done better with that.
Yeah, Rochdale attacking first, and then Burnley on the break, looking quite wide open to begin with this game, Phil.
Save with the legs of Nick Pope. Kick here from the keeper, Lynch. Just preferred today to Joel Coleman, who's been playing in the league. One of only 3 changes from Rochdale. O'Keefe's done well with that. Here's Morley. Back again to O'Connell. Goes wide on this left to Jimmy Keown. He uses Dorset. On in turn for O'Connell. Back 3. Served Rochdale well this season so far. Here's the skipper O'Connell again. Did have a face mask in the warm-up, but not wearing it now, and that's gone through, and Nick Pope able to let that go behind for a goal kick. Obviously doesn't think we're that physical, Owen O'Connell, if he wears a face mask in the warm-up and not when the game gets going.
He obviously doesn't read the tabloids, does he, Phil?
Pope not going to kick that short. It'll be a long kick. We're in the 6th minute. Burnley won at Newcastle on penalties in the last round. Rochdale won at Steve Cottrell's Shrewsbury Town, having had a walkover in the first round when Harrogate Town had a COVID outbreak. Looking for Rodriguez from the kick. Might break here for Cork. Cork to touch it back. Tarkowski's to the left-hand side of the centre-backs, trying to thread the ball through. Hooked away by Taylor. Next header won by Cork, who was very strong. Rochdale crowd not happy. Referee all right with it. Here's Ado. Just runs into trouble. Peters wins it. Back for Cork. On here for Westwood. Looking to spread it for Bardsley. Finalist with Sunderland. Brings it forward. Can he whip in across here now, Bardsley? Oh, might have been offside against Lennon. Maybe got away with that one. Looking nice 1-2. Lennon here. Getting to the byline. Can he cut it back? Tries to. First corner. Good work. Did really well, Lennon. Used his pace well there. Doesn't necessarily need to beat a man to get behind them. Yeah, good move down this right-hand side, and good cross in but cut out. So first corner for Burnley. We'll be hoping to profit from some set pieces tonight. Interestingly, Cornet to take it with his left foot, swing it in. Deep ball in there, header 1. It's going to go wide, I think. It's Collins or Tarkowski, I'm not sure which. Got on the header. Just couldn't get the direction. No. Just flashed across goal, didn't it, and safely out for a goal kick. Looked a decent delivery from the new lad, didn't it? Here's Lynch with the goal kick. He's got all 3 centre-backs in his area. Of course, Burnley can't go in the 18-yard box. And he's going to kick it long. He's looking for Beasley through the middle. Collins wins the header. Good firm header from Collins. Taken down well by Westwood. Looking over the top. Peels for offside. Burnley nicked it. Here's Vidra. Helps it on, trying to thread it through for Rodriguez. Good interception from Taylor. It was nearly the perfect ball. Here's Keown. Back for Dorset. They build up steadily from the back. Dorset looking long for Beasley. Pope out of his goal here. Will want that to go behind, and it will be a goal kick. They've come here with positive thoughts, I think, Rochdale, haven't they? They've kept with their 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, certainly looks like it so far, but that could play into Burnley's hands. We've seen once or twice Burnley already be able to break away from Rochdale attacks, so it might open up some space for Burnley that they wouldn't normally get.
Yes, it's
in
refreshing.
Match.
It is refreshing, because often you'll see a packed midfield, not from Rochdale. Adore and Cashman are well forward to support Beasley. Here's Pope with the kick. Looking towards Cork. Westwood to win the next ball. Turns nicely, helps it on for Bardsley. Bardsley up against Cashman, trying to thread a ball through. Well won by Dorset. Keown here. Foul perhaps on Cashman by Bardsley. Referee not taking any action. Lynch under pressure here. Good block from Rodriguez. Concedes the throw. Didn't want the keeper to have too much time in possession. And here's Dorset. Has played for Reading's first team. And he's got a good long throw. Bardsley wins the header against Cashman. Next one, Dooley, headed on by Cork. Here's Cornet. Uses Peters. Back here for Cork. Cork will use Collins. Trying to find Bardsley. It's just too much on the ball. And I think Bardsley said, we'll just calm it down. There's no need for pace on that ball. And it's gone out for a Rochdale throw. 9 minutes gone. Lively enough start to the game.
Good
Burnley
atmosphere.
0, Rochdale 0. Yes, I think so.
As well, yeah.
I think so. Plenty of noise. Boy, we missed that during the lockdown. Here's Dorset. Gets it back, the youngster. We'll use O'Connell. Not sure O'Connell will thank him for that ball. It's hit off Rodriguez, and that'll be a throw down this left-hand side. Just 19, Dorset. He's come here for experience. O'Connell back to his keeper. A little bit wide for Lynch, but he'll get there. Gets it forward. Easy one for Tarkowski. Wins the header, trying to find Cork. Cornet onto it quickly. Looking to turn his man. Gets away from him. Good pace. Adore's got pace. Gets back and wins it. The forward came back to help out his defence and did well. Long ball forward looking for Beasley, who gets the better of Collins. Deemed to be acceptable. No, the referee's given the free kick. Just a push on Nathan Collins. And that'll be a free kick to the Clarets. Cork to touch it back for Tarkowski. Bright start to the game on a really nice night. Nice September night at Turf Moor. Here's Westwood trying to pick out his man. Keeper comes, gets a good punch on it. Rodriguez was close. Keeper right on the edge of his area, got there. Trying to feed O'Keefe. Tarkowski across to deal with it. Can't keep it in play. Throw to Rochdale with Corey O'Keefe. Irish under-19 international. On loan from Mansfield. Couldn't play at the weekend against the Stags. Under pressure here from Cornet, and foul. Free kick just in front of Robbie Stockdale. Free kick to Rochdale. Relegated last year. Agonisingly close to survival, but doing well in League Two. They're 8th, just out of the playoff picture on goal difference. Here's Dooley. Dooley just to help it on. Nice little turn from Cashman. He's a dangerous player. Looking for O'Keefe. Cornet back, helping out. Getting through some good work there. Here's Peters. Peters looking towards Vidra. Didn't quite work out. O'Connell to it first. O'Keefe hasn't kept that in play. Burnley throw in front of Sean Dyche. A cut tie feel. Here's Westwood. Back to Peters. Back again to Peters. On for Court. Court looking to spread it. Decent ball for Bardsley. Good first touch. Halfway line. Uses Westwood. Westwood under pressure from Beasley. Goes back to Collins. On in turn for Cork. Tempted to try and go over the top for Cornet. He's onside. Can he finish here? Cornet. Keeper came. Made the save. Linesman kept his flag down. Rochdale weren't happy. He has scored 51 goals at Leon. He was close to opening his account for Burnley.
He almost had too much time there, Phil, didn't he? He's playing plenty of space. We wondered whether he was onside or not. I think he was just on. The linesman kept his flag down. And, yeah, had a real chance there. Goalkeeper did well to get a hand to it in the end.
Yeah, it does look like the keeper did well, doesn't it? But Burnley's first real chance of the game falls to new signing Maxwell Cornet. Had a big opportunity against Arsenal just after he came on. Good save, I think, from Ramsdale, to be fair.
Maybe our best chance of the game, that one.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Here's Westwood. Cornet, nice turn. Did for the defender, who's got his arms extended. Don't think he knew a lot about it, but it was a foul.
Great piece of skill.
It was, wasn't it? He's just picking himself up gingerly. Eric Peters trying to make progress and still driving forward, Peters, but they've dealt with it. Burnley want Cornet to fill in at left back possibly there. Hasn't gone there. Odo couldn't keep possession. Stab wide here. Burnley getting men forward. Looks good. Vidra to help it on. Back here. And the shot well wide in the end. It's Westwood, isn't it? With the effort. Cut across it. Right foot effort. Well wide of the target. But promising from Burnley. I mean, you want to see Burnley scoring goals tonight because we have created chances so far in the Premier League, just not taking them, perhaps not just been clinical enough.
Yeah, it'd be a confidence boost to get some goals tonight. I think certainly first goal this first half would settle things down a bit as well.
Here's Morley. Looks to get it down this left-hand side. Keohane, the left wing-back, looking to take on Bardsley. Good movement from Cashman to his left-hand side. Here's Dooley, back again for Cashman. On loan from Coventry. Lively player, gets a decent ball in, but it's headed away. Back again here for Dooley. On once more for Cashman. Dooley looking to get the ball in perhaps. Uses Morley. Adam Morley in possession. Burnley trying to close him down. Here's Dooley once more. On in quickly for Cashman. Good possession. All space here. And he'll break into the box. Keohane. Opportunity. Cross the field. Wasn't the best of balls. And Burnley will break with Cornet. He does turn defence into attack. Encouraged to go forward by Sean Dyche. Had to wait for support. Cork for Collins. On for Bardsley. It's 0-0 here. Played 15 minutes. Bardsley looking for Vidra. Just peeled away Vidra.
He was offside.
The flag's gone up. Rochdale almost indicating to the linesman at last.
You could almost tell by the linesman's body language he was waiting to flag that.
I think they thought Cornet was offside. Not sure. Haven't seen a replay. Here's Keohane. Just helps it on. Cashman, nice turn. Helps it on for Max Taylor, the former Manchester United player. Oh, just running to Eric Peters. That's a foul. O'Keefe foul by Peters. Full stretch, just got a touch to take it past the former Stoke man, and then a collision. I think the referee just saw it as a coming together, really. Free kick, nothing more. By the touchline. Chance for the big lads to come forward. Taylor's in there. O'Connell's in there. Dorset's gone in there. Rochdale will see set pieces as a big opportunity. 16 minutes on the watch. Comes in now. It's blocked well by Westwood. Bravely got in the way of the ball. Into the Bob Lord stand. Throw to Rochdale. Remember, they're in that centenary strip. Played Accrington Stanley in their very first game in the Football League 100 years ago. Black and white stripes, white shorts, black socks. Ball on that far side. O'Keefe trying to make progress, and he's won a throw. Taylor, I think, will come across and take this one. He's got a long throw, as has Dorset down this other side. It's a really good throw. It's headed away by Peters. Back in by Taylor. This should be Pope. He's coming a long way and collects it. Done well with it. Rolls it out for Eric Peters. The dog goes across to try and stop his progress. Vidra, good touch. Peels to the left-hand side. He's got Rodriguez in the middle. Kept it in play. Just uses Peters. Peters for Collins, centre circle, on for Bardsley. Bardsley waiting for movement ahead him, will go back to Collins. Collins to use Tarkowski, goalless here, played 18 minutes. Tarkowski for Cork. Bardsley wants it down the right channel. Here's Westwood, on in turn nicely, good run from Lennon, turns back on himself, just uses Westwood. Westwood dinks one in, Vidra can't win it, Westwood can't win the next ball. Cashman looking to come away, but well done Jack Cork to win it. Lennon can't win the next ball, but it will be a Burnley throw. Lennon's making some progress down the right-hand side, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looked sharp tonight so far. I mean, he's even at his age, he's a very quick player and certainly capable of giving Rochdale some problems tonight.
Here's Peters, semi-finalist with Stoke 5 years ago. They lost out in that semi-final on penalties to Liverpool. Here's Collins, uses Bardsley, inside for Cork, started brightly Cork, uses Lennon, it's behind Bardsley. Cashman will pick up the loose ball, uses Dooley, Burnley closing down well. Burnley've been good out of possession so far. Cork for Collins, on in turn for Tarkowski. Tarkowski looking over the top for Cornet. He's made a good run again. Cornet to take it down on his right foot. Another good save from the keeper. Electric from Cornet. Great ball from Tarkowski. Credit the keeper for a super save. But the crowd loved Cornet.
Yeah, there were two of them there. Vidra looked just offside, actually. The ball came through to Cornet. He was definitely onside. Got a shot at goal and well kept out by Lynch in the end for a Burnley corner. Quick one.
Yeah. Into the middle. Cornet to get it back on his left foot. Cross in there that Dorset deals with. But it's his pace that looks to be causing them problems.
Looks sharp, doesn't it?
Throw with Phil Bardsley. I mean, there has been suggestions occasionally for Leon. He played through the middle. And his pace looks absolutely electric. He's going to collect this now against Taylor. Did look a foul by Taylor, but the referee's happy enough. Throw to Rochdale. Cornet picks himself up. Here's Ado. He's been promising for Rochdale this season. Signed from Charlton. Helps it on for Keohane. Left wing back. Back again for Dorset. Patient build-up. Here's Morley. Uses Taylor. Again for Morley. Ado just got caught there by Tarkowski. It'll be a free kick just inside the Burnley half. Abraham Ado, just a tricky customer. Good feet, quick with it. Free kick for Rochdale. Not played each other very much, but ironically, two previous games on this day. One win apiece. I mean, Biggins the scorer in 85. In a strange old game, Andy Milner got the goal for Rochdale in 1991. Header away here by Keohane. Collins wins the next one. Skies it a little bit. Dooley to head it on for Cashman. Overlap from Keohane. Here's Dooley though. Closed down well. Touch back here for Dorset. It's a little bit heavy. Had to just check his stride. Back for O'Connell. And O'Connell very quickly ships it back to the keeper. Here's Taylor. Looking long. This is where Ado could be dangerous if he can get behind the Burnley defence. Tarkowski wins a good header. Cork to turn. Face play, still in his own half. Uses Collins. Square for Tarkowski. I think Benme's got the day off on his birthday. Not involved in the squad tonight. Here's Lennon, central for the minute. Good skill from him. Helps it on. He's been bright, Lennon. Cornet down the left side. Can he keep this in play? He can. Checks inside with good skill. Uses Peters. On for Cork. Cork looking to drive through the middle. He's got Westwood for support. Wide again for Peters. Peters trying to thread it through. It'll be a corner. Good from Burnley. Good possession. Westwood across to take this left wing corner.
I think we know where this is going, don't we?
Yeah, the keeper's going to be under pressure here, I would imagine. Collins is interesting here. He'll be in a similar position to Tarkowski, looking to make the runs late. It's in there, headed away. Ado should get the clearance away. A good ball in. Here's Peters. Oh, under pressure here. Uses Pope. Burnley got themselves in a bit of a pickle there. Cornet to try and nick this, but can't. Here's Adoy. Looking to run at his man. Bounces off Cornet. Driving forward on that right-hand side. Goes past Peters. Lively play. There's a man over at the back post. Acrobatic from Cashman. He'll keep it in play, though. Prevent the goal kick. Touch back for Keohane. Here's Dooley. Good little spell this from Rochdale. Dorset for Dooley. Looking to take on Cork. Ball inside. Good support from Rochdale. Morley uses Dorset again. Try and get a ball in. Just touches it on for Keohane. Fancy touch from Dooley. Probably unnecessary by the touchline. Gives the ball back to Burnley. It'll be a throw to the Clarets halfway through the first half. Past that point. Goalless. Oh, caught in possession here, Westwood. Opportunity, Tarkowski across.
They got the ball there.
And that's going to be a free kick just inside the D. Don't think it's a card for Tarkowski. Jeff Eltringham's given the decision. Just inside the D. Burnley threw it inside. I think Tarkowski's hurt himself in the process as well. Now then, dangerous position. He's hurt himself, I think, Tarkowski.
Knock on the knee, maybe.
I think so. Yeah. Doesn't want treatment. Wants to defend the free kick. He's in the wall. This is dangerous, isn't it?
Even closer than Saturday, this one.
It is, isn't it?
Well, that doesn't always make it easier.
I think O'Keefe fancies this. The wall's got to be strong here. 2, 3, 4, 5-man wall. Rochdale with an opportunity here, and it's just over. Hit the stanchion at the back of the goal. And I think Rochdale fans thought it'd gone in. Whacked against the stanchion at the back of the goal.
Bounced back, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Morley, in fact, with the effort. You have to pardon me, the numbers on the back of the shirts aren't great. Here's Vidra. Vidra to take it down. Cork. Under pressure. Looking for Vidra. Header won by Taylor. Dooley to pick up the loose ball. O'Keefe under pressure. Back again for Morley. Morley looking further forward. We don't think Tarkowski was booked there, do we, Dave, for the free
Certainly
kick?
no card shown by the referee, no.
Lennon's won this
Challenge.
back. Helped on for Cornet. Now Cornet against Taylor. Adoy getting back quickly. Helped on to Lennon. Lennon a little wide, back inside. Couldn't find Vidra. Away by Dooley. Defended well in the end by Rochdale. Burnley've got pace on the wings, and they're using it well tonight. Here's Collins. Will use Bardsley, wearing 26 at right back. Up against Cashman now. Uses Westwood. Westwood ball in. Rodriguez couldn't just take it in his stride. It's gone back to the keeper. He clears his lines. Looking for O'Keefe on that right-hand side. Cornet did well. Won it. Vidra couldn't win the next ball against Taylor. Here's Tarkowski. Looks like he's recovered from that knock.
Yeah, he's moving okay now, isn't he?
Just taking the bang, I think, in the process of trying to win the ball. Here's Cornet. Ball on here for Vidra. If he can get there, O'Connell across to deal with it. Vidra first, as he got support here. Vidra looking for help. Gets it from Peters. Back for Cornet. Got an eye for a pass as well, I think. Here's Cork. Cork looking for Bardsley, giving him a lot to do. And the move has broken down, much to the amusement of the Rochdale fans. Lennon and Cornet have been bright, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. There's been movement down the wings and just not quite got that final ball into the middle to, other than Cornet's chance, that's probably the best one the half so far, isn't it? Keeper made a really good save, got down to keep that one out.
Throw from Dorset. Header won by Bardsley. Out of play. It's up against Beasley, the former Solihull Moors striker. Dorset with the throw. Burnley have won their last 3 penalty shootouts with 3 different keepers. Pope against Sheffield United in this competition last season. Norris against MK Dons in the FA Cup, and of course Hennessy against Newcastle earlier this season. We'll touch on for Odoi. O'Keefe's in space on that right hand side, uses him. Men in the middle here, looking towards the middle. Tarkowski's done well, just got in the way of the cross. O'Keefe looks dangerous on that right hand side, looking to take on Cornet now. Odoi with him. Odoi pushed back though towards the halfway line. Burnley done well there. Here's Taylor, might have to use his keeper.
All the way back.
Really good work from Burnley, defending high up. Kick here from Lynch. Beasley will attack this and collect it. Tarkowski under pressure against Beasley, but Tarkowski too strong. Comes away with the ball. Helps it on for Collins. Not sure Collins wanted it there. Here's Bardsley. Bardsley under pressure. Hits it against Keohane. And it hasn't got out of play. Shake ahead from the linesman. Here's Dooley. On in turn for Morley. Morley's got O'Keefe bombing down that right-hand side. Dangerous player. Can he get the cross in? He's left the ball behind. Cornet very tight to him. O'Keefe's in a dilemma now. Right by the corner flag. And Cornet's done well there. Just shown there, I think, he's got the defensive side of the game.
I think we saw that on Saturday as well. I think straight away when he came on, it wasn't just the going forward, he was tracking back. Looked to be that sort of player, which is exactly what we want, really, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously his favoured position. Does that mean McNeil plays right-hand side?
Possibly. Or maybe there's an option to play McNeil in a more central role going forward, and that might be another option.
Yeah, it's options, isn't it? It's what we were saying earlier, stronger squad. Touch back here for Dorset. He'll be under pressure from Rodriguez. Collision off the ball. Keeper will clear this. Lynch looking for Keohane. Done well to keep that in play again. Bardsley took it down well. Really good first touch. Knocks it inside for Westwood. Westwood just didn't have options. Back for Bardsley. There's Collins. Collins for Westwood. A lot of work from Bardsley, just trying to help Collins along the way. Talking to him all the time. It's back with Nathan Collins. Uses Tarkowski. He's on the left-hand side of the two. On for Westwood, on for Peters. Halfway line Peters. Under pressure, loses out. And Beasley will win the next ball. But Cork onto it strong.
Really well.
Nice and strong, Jack Cork. Driving forward here. Looking to try and release Vidra. It's a great run. Disappointed with the final ball, Cork. Might have
almost been better going himself there.
Yeah,
really good run from.
Just seeing if he can test the keeper. Yeah. Up against a big lad in Beasley and knocked him off. Here's Dooley. Remember, they haven't lost away since the opening day of the season, Rochdale, when they lost at Harrogate Town, and that's way back in the early days of August. Court, nice ball again, finds Lennon. Lennon back for Bardsley. There was a run from Rodriguez. Bardsley couldn't get the ball away. Cornet right up alongside them as well. Here's Bardsley. Looking this time for Rodriguez. The keeper will come and collect this. Comfortable enough for the former AFC filed keeper. Owen Coyle signed him for Bolton as a youngster. Here's Dorset. Past the half-hour mark. Burnley 0, Rochdale 0. Remember, we play to a conclusion tonight. No extra time, no replays. Maybe it should be no replays, no extra time in that order. We go straight to penalties. Peters to collect this. Can he get the ball down the line for Cornet? Yes, he can. Taylor across to join him. Cornet looks for the early cross. Trying to find Vidra. Good diving header from O'Connell away. Really good from Burnley. Good pace. Moved it up the pitch quickly. Here's Westwood. Bardsley's continued his run into the box here. Bardsley tried to help it on. Collided with Dorset. Ball landed in the arms of the keeper. Accidental collision. Dorset stayed down. It's a really good run from Bardsley, but the ball just kicked up, didn't it?
Yeah,
and he couldn't keep it down. Just
stretching for it in the end, and just couldn't quite get enough momentum on the ball to make the keeper make a save, really.
I think the referee's just seen that as a coming together as Bardsley tried to reach the pass.
Nothing more that.
It's a drop ball for Lynch. Good game so far. What you're seeing from Burnley is more pace tonight, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a more open game. I don't think they'd necessarily get that sort of space playing against the Premier League side, but again, you've got to exploit it, don't you? That's the key.
Yeah, credit to Rochdale. We said earlier they've kept 3 up. They've come here to play football. Here's Bardsley. Touch for Westwood, looking to angle that in early. Dorset wins the header. Dooley, but only finds Bardsley. He's seen so much of the ball at the minute. Phil Bardsley helped on for Westwood. Lennon in space again behind the defence. Has to just hold up play a little. Back for Westwood. Inside for Bardsley. On for Lennon. Back again for Westwood. On for Lennon. Just outside the D. On in turn for Court. Trying to ship it on. Couldn't find a man. And they'll break now, Rochdale. With Beasley. The pacier Dole. Just gets the better of Peters. Halfway line. Screaming for it is Cashman, left-hand side. Here's Dooley, finds Cashman. Bardsley can go to him now. Cashman will go on the edge of the box, coming inside. Men up here, looking for O'Keefe again, coming late. Heads it down for Adoy. Back again for O'Keefe. He's been impressive so far. Uses Dorset. On in turn for Dooley. Wide for Keohane, the left wing back. Looking to go in the box now. Keohane gets the cross in, easy clearance for Cork. Dorset under pressure from Rodriguez. Oh, missed kick. Allows Rodriguez to nick it. Didn't have a lot of support at that stage. Touches inside for Lennon. On for Westwood. Good from Burnley. On for Court. Look at Peters bombing down the left. Uses Cornet. It's 2-on-1 almost there. Cornet looking to turn. Face play. Coming inside nicely. Oh, can't find a pass. It's giving it away. Cashman now with Beasley with him. Driving forward, Cashman. Looks a lively player. Bardsley across and wins the ball. Referee letting 1 or 2 things go, perhaps. I think he thought Cashman went down too easily there. Spread from Westwood, good ball. Here's Vidra, onside, hits it well. Wide of the target. Made his run well. Again, Burnley showing good pace. Timed it well.
Yeah, definitely,
thumbs up.
Definitely onside there, but just a bit too much of an angle, wasn't there, for him to get a shot in. Had to go left-footed and just wide of the upright.
Good from Vidra. Breaking the back line. His left foot shot just wide of the target. Mentioned that 1991 game on this day, and Burnley played 2 keepers that day almost, because David Williams was in the Rochdale goal on loan from Burnley. Had a fantastic game as Rochdale won 1-0. Here's Dooley, finds Keohane. The wing-backs finding a bit of space at times. On for Cashman. On again for Keohane. Dummies the cross. Back inside here for Dooley. Dooley just uses his man. Ball in there. Clearances from Cornet. Again getting back to help the defence. Here's Westwood. Screaming for it is Rodriguez. Gets there. Helps it on. Oh, great touch from Vidra. And Cornet's away. Big chance for Cornet. Can he finish? Oh, wide of the target. Brilliant move from Burnley. Brilliant from Rodriguez and Vidra. It sent Cornet away. He drew the keeper just the wrong side of the post. Wow, that was some move, Dave.
Great move, great little touch from Jay Rodriguez in there, then through to Cornet, and he just kind of dragged it with his left foot and just went wide of the right-hand post. Really good move from Burnley. Best chance of the game so far.
Dare I say it, he could have had a hat-trick. Great move, great move, top quality move. Tarkowski to win that against Beasley. Cork and Westwood getting through a lot of work. It's wide for Lennon. Lennon inside for Rodriguez. Westwood on for Peters. Peters for Westwood again through the middle. Helped on to Rodriguez, trying to just hold his man off. Couldn't lay off the ball. Here's Cornet for Cork. Tarkowski's going to pose a question for Sean Dyche. Maxwell Cornet for the weekend. Barzi to get a great cross in. Headed away by O'Connell. Rodriguez was ready to pounce. Phil Bardsley's having a good half. And Burnley pick up the loose ball here with Cork. Rochdale on the ropes a little here. If Burnley can find a way through. Touched on, Vidra onside. Can he finish? Touches it back inside. Header agonisingly wide from Rodriguez. Vidra did ever so well to get the ball back in. I think Rodriguez may just have injured himself. Both Vydra and Rodriguez are down in the 6-yard box. It is a good partnership, that, isn't it? Vydra and Jay Rodriguez.
Yeah, certainly looked lively so far. Another great move, and again, just couldn't quite get the ball on target in the end. Defenders did very well to make a block in there as well. It's Rochdale last man stuff, just trying to keep the ball out at the end. And,
yeah, it is.
They're managing it so far.
Yeah. Collins just to win that header. The ball keeps coming back at the minute, and here's Cornet. The crowd love it when he gets the ball. Touch back. He is up against a wing back, which I think is helping him. O'Keefe bombs on all the time, and it is leaving gaps. Westwood to dink a ball in, looking for Rodriguez. Headed away. O'Connell trying to encourage the rest of his defence. Peters wins that. Not keeping the ball at the minute, Rochdale. And here's Westwood. Centre circle, goes wide for Bardsley. Bardsley trying to look ahead of him. Back for Westwood. Uses Bardsley again, inside for Collins. Final 7 minutes of the half. Burnley 0, Rochdale 0. Tarkowski to get one forward for Rodriguez. Wide for Bardsley. Bardsley looked to get a cross in here. Decent ball in there. Header won by the defender. I think it was O'Connell with the header away. Here's Cork. Peters to win the next ball. Touch back for Tarkowski. Will come inside for Collins. Looks comfortable on the ball, Collins. Caught to get that over the top, looking for Cornet again. Keeper on his toes.
Certainly getting forward, isn't he?
Yes.
Maxwell Cornet.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's got electric pace. Whether he's playing the 90 minutes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure he can keep up that intensity for the 90. Dorset under pressure here from Lennon. Done well there, Lennon, but Dorset's got it forward. I think Lennon's just caught him. Yeah, again, I don't think it's anything to worry about too much. Dorset was just getting there. Raised boot from Lennon, but I think the referee's just seen that as a foul, nothing more. Might need a bit of treatment. Rochdale might just see that as an opportunity to just slow the game down a little.
It's been all in their half, hasn't it, the last 10 minutes?
It has, it has. I mean, 3 times Cornet has got away. 12th, 19th and 36th minute. They're just looking a bit sloppy in possession, Rochdale, the last 5 or 10 minutes. But O'Connell's got that ball forward. Collins wins it. Here's Bardsley. Westwood for Lennon. Lennon's been strong, just knocked over here by Dorset. Hamilton's a bit of afters, maybe. I don't think the foul by Lennon was anything malicious, and I think Dorset just wanted to slow things down a little there. He's hobbling back to his position. Lennon's okay. Free kick taken to Lennon. Back to Bardsley, it's a little bit behind him. Inside for Westwood. Really good piece with the Daily Mail this week, Ashley Westwood. Talking about the pandemic. Talking about Alzheimer's. Ball forward, looking for Vydra. Does well to win the header. Rodriguez to take it down. Edge of the box. Feeds Cork. Cork looking to have a shot. Tests the keeper. Comfortable enough save for Jay Lynch to his left-hand side. But on target from Jack Cork. Did well there, Vydra, to keep that move going, didn't he, Dave?
He did. Looking at it, Phil, as well, it's almost like at times Burnley playing 3 up front with how far Cork. I don't think they show the stats for the not for the Premier League matches, but they show the average positions of players. You look at half time and see what it's been for the first half, and he's certainly been right up there this game, hasn't he?
Yeah, there's an offside flag here against Rochdale, so it's a Burnley free kick. Yeah, I just think, is he encouraged to try and make it 3-on-3? They've got 3 centre-backs.
Maybe, yeah.
And, you know, Peters will take care of the wing-back. Just get in there and try and get behind them, I think's the message. It's very progressive from Burnley. Can't find Cornet there, Cork. The defender's done well, but it's a short back pass. We saw that on Saturday. This time Lynch there, certainly well before the Burnley attacker. Here's Cork. Had a good game, Jack Cork. Reminding everybody what he can do here. Just stabbed it wide for Peters. And as I mentioned it, a stray ball from Jack Cork.
It was interesting seeing the post-match interviews on Saturday. Comments again about the Turf Moor pitch. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Yes, Ben White blamed it for his back pass, didn't he?
And the manager.
Just a poor back pass. I've got to say, it was just a really poor back pass. Vydra got there well before the keeper, and I think the keeper was just a little bit fortunate to get a touch, and it saved him. O'Connell. Dorset just got rid of that pretty quickly, but it's gone wide here nicely for Keohane. Might be a sucker punch if Rochdale were to score before half-time. Keohane to use Dooley. Former Coleraine midfielder, touches it back for Dorset. Dorset into trouble here. Well done, Aaron Lennon was brave, won it against the central defender. He's got Bardsley with him. Cornet making a run across the defence. Bardsley uses him. Right-hand side here, Cornet in the box. Back for Bardsley. Cashman was back, won it well. Just under hit the pass a little there, Cornet. It's picked out O'Keefe. See, O'Keefe bombs on. That's the space that Cornet's been exploiting. Just uses Morley. He's the closest to scoring for Rochdale from that free kick. Easy one here for Bardsley. I think Cashman left it, thought the wing-back was coming onto it. It was a bizarre situation, and Bardsley was happy just to let it run out of play. Throw for Burnley. Final couple of minutes of the half. Phil Bardsley with it, 36 now, Phil Bardsley. Ronaldo's age. Phil Bardsley's in great shape. Super fit player. Kept in play by Westwood for Court. Court looks longer. Just wonder if Cornet's having a spell through the middle here. What do you think, Dave? Has he just switched? He's maybe switched with Lennon. He's gone down the right-hand side, I think, Cornet. Lennon left-hand side. Collins wins the header. Keohane to pick it up. Spreads it for O'Keefe. So Lennon going back to meet him. It's Lennon on the left-hand side. Oh, Keith got lucky there. It's broken here for Beasley. Beasley wide here for Keohane. He's got a good shot on him, Keohane. Over the top. Always rising.
Yeah, Nick Pope saw that one over. It was always going well over the top.
But good noise from the Rochdale fans. They've come in numbers. And it'll be Pope with the kick. Final minute of the 45. We've got some highlights from Arsenal to show you at half-time. We'll reflect on the season so far with Dave. Rodriguez trying to flick that on. No additional time at half-time, which has caught me by surprise. Some big chances for Burnley. And new signing Maxwell Cornet was prominent. 12 minutes, chase over the top, very nearly opened his account. Great ball from James Tarkowski on 19 minutes. Cornet forced a good save from Jay Lynch. Morley had a free kick over the bar for Rochdale on 25 minutes. Vidra on 35 went free, broke the offside trap, left foot shot into the side netting. And then perhaps the biggest chance of all, a minute later on 36 minutes. Great ball, great move. Jay Rodriguez, Matty Vidra involved, and Cornet was away. Just dragged his shot just wide of the left-hand post. A decent half, Dave. I mean, Burnley will have wanted to have scored, I think, in that half. I've created enough to have been perhaps 1 up, 2 up.
Yeah, had some really good chances there, and as I say, Phil, I think the big disappointment for that first half is we didn't get the ball in the net, didn't get our noses in front, and we need to carry on the same way we've been playing. There's space behind this Rochdale side, there's opportunities up front, and we need to take one of those chances.
Yeah, is that becoming a bit of a worry? 3 goals in the Premier League. 3 goals this season. We're not converting the chances.
We're not. When you look at what chances we have created across all the games, I think sometimes in one game you don't get a proper view, but when you look across a period of maybe 5 games, you do get a better picture of it. And yeah, we've not scored what we should have scored for the chances we've created, so we do need to book our ideas up on that and convert some of those chances.
But I was quite impressed there with Rodriguez and Vidra. We know they've played well together. The wide men had good halves, Lennon and Cornet.
Yeah, well, almost at times it was like Cornet up in a 3 with Vidra and Rodriguez, so he's certainly giving them support. I think that partnership, it's another partnership, isn't it? We've got options in the team. We've got a bit more depth in the squad now in all areas of the pitch, and that's one area where Sean Dyche has got another partnership potentially it can bring into play in the Premier League.
I think what you wanted tonight was some of the fringe players, for want of a better expression, to create a problem for the manager.
Yeah.
You know, to be knocking on the door to start at Leicester. And I would think Cornet's doing that, and I would think Vidra is doing that. Just
Very
asking
much so,
one
yeah.
or two questions.
Yeah.
I mean, if Cornet is to play, I think we mentioned it in commentary, how do you fit Cornet in? Because Dwight McNeil has been magnificent for him, for us. McNeil has to play. How do you fit them in?
Maybe you put, as you say before, maybe you have Dwight on the other side. He plays like an inverted winger on the right, or you're playing through the middle. You have you play maybe him behind a striker, and give teams' defences something else to think about. I think going forward, I almost see that as Dwight's ultimate position going forward. I think it's one option.
So is that 4-4-1-1?
Yeah,
type.
Yeah. Playing maybe just behind Chris Wood or whoever else is up front. Maybe more away from home. That might be an
possibly.
option.
Yeah, we had some success with Jeff Hendrick playing in that role, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Jeff Hendrick was
different
a very fit
player.
Yeah, very fit, athletic player who did a lot of running between midfield and forward line. Brownhill's done it once or twice in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good problem to have, how you're fitting in players, because I suppose maybe too often the Burnley side has picked itself.
There has been that, yeah, with lack of depth in the squad. Then we have gone through games and not just the starting 11 as well, Phil, in terms of options from the bench. I think on Saturday we saw it. I think hopefully going forward we'll have the benefits of that, is in terms of options for Sean Dyche to change things around if things aren't panning out. Can't remember the last time we made an unenforced sub before the hour mark. We brought two players on after, was it 58 minutes on Saturday?
Yes.
So that's certainly a bit of a change, isn't it?
I'm very much in the game at that stage.
Yeah, very much so. We'd started the second half really well.
I mean, it was only 1-0. Arsenal were, I wouldn't say they were in the ascendancy. They were ahead, but they weren't necessarily dominating the game.
No.
Maybe the bench is stronger. You know, no disrespect to some of the youngsters that have been on the bench. Maybe we've got tried and tested top flight players on the bench now. Yeah,
that's the difference. I mean, not to say some of the other players can't work their way through, but they don't do that in isolation. You need to almost do that as a group, don't you?
Yes, yeah. I mean, you can see how Cornet scored, I think it's 51 goals for Lyon, and he's played at times at left back as well, bearing that in mind. I mean, his pace caused all sorts of problems in that first half. Yeah,
it certainly had some great movement up front, and just unfortunately couldn't quite get that final touch. We had one really good save and one that went wide, and had really good chances. You say he could almost have had a hat-trick in that first half, couldn't he?
He could, without any exaggeration. I think to be the keeper's credit, particularly the second opportunity, looked to fine save. Some half times for you elsewhere. Brentford are flying. They're 5-0 up against troubled Oldham Athletic. Oldham Athletic 92nd in the Football League. It's Fulham 0, Leeds 0, Man City 3, Wycombe 1, Liverpool 1-0 up in the televised game at Norwich. Preston North End 2, Cheltenham 0. Everton are 2-1 down at Queen's Park Rangers. Sheffield United 1, Southampton 1. Stoke lead 1-0 at Watford, and Sunderland lead 1-0 at Wigan. I mean, it's been a tough, frustrating start to the season. It is just 1 point from 5 games, but there's certainly hope that can be improved, because we're not playing badly. We're having good spells in games, but also on the flip side,
you need to get the results.
Yeah, we are having some sloppy spells. The 3 goals in 6 minutes come to mind at Everton. 2 goals here in 7 minutes against Brighton, when probably before that we were the better side against Brighton. You've got to take your chances, and you've got to keep the back door firmly bolted.
Yeah, I mean, one of the concerns has been that we've gone ahead in games as well, Phil. And
lost 8 points now.
There's not been many times when we've come from behind. I mean, we have done, but not many times we've come from behind in games. So if you get your nose in front, you need to be really, really alert and keep that lead, and we've not done that this season. That has been a minus, definitely.
1 or 2 people sort of questioning whether that strong jaw has gone, the ability to see out an advantage. I think that's difficult in the Premier League, but it's a while since we've kept a clean sheet, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That will be a little bit of a worry. combined with not taking the chances we're creating, will be that ability to, you know, keep a clean sheet.
There's that, and obviously the home form. We need to get that. Well, we can get a home win tonight. I mean, it's not a league game, but it does kind of at least end that particular run. And then obviously try and push on and get some home wins in the Premier League, because that's last season we only had 4 in the whole season.
That's right, yes, that's right.
And obviously none in the second half of the season after we'd beaten Aston Villa, so we certainly need to improve that home form this season.
So it's just 5, isn't it, since the, have I got that right? 5 since the pandemic started. So it's been a long period. I thought the crowd were fantastic, Dave, on Saturday. Considering the run we've been on, I thought the crowd were fantastic. They were right behind the team. If you compare that to St James's Park, where there's some real toxic atmosphere at times, by and large,
we don't have that. No.
I thought the fans were superb. I mean, it was a whole, you know, they were looking forward to seeing Cornet, and they weren't disappointed. But even before that, they were right behind the team.
Maybe slightly subdued first half, but certainly second half, the place came alive, didn't it? It was really good atmosphere.
It did. Right, I think we've got some highlights for you from the Arsenal game. Arsenal came to Turf Moor on Saturday and won by a 1-0. Burnley 0. Arsenal 1. Let's have a look at the highlights. Now it's Cornet to collect. Taylor looking to go on the overlap, inside for Brownhill. Brownhill past 1. What's he got ahead of him here? Looking for the 1-2. Back inside for Vidra. Didn't just quite fall for him. Cornet! Oh, what a save from Ramsdale. It was almost meant to be. Cornet with the shot. Partey wins that against Wood. He's blocking the next clearance. White will go back to his keeper. Vidra's onto this. That's a penalty. Has to be. Penalty Burnley. Rochdale in trouble. I think he got there. He catches him. Might just get a touch on the ball. There's certainly no offside. He trips him before the contact. No. Oh, no. He tripped Vidra. Where are we? Anthony Taylor, no. For McNeil. McNeil's got the overlap from Lowton. Wasn't really ready for it, I don't think. Lowton to try and get a cross in. Looking for Ward. Wins the header, but over. Got the better of his man, but couldn't keep the header down. Taylor down the left, finds McNeil. Gone again, Taylor. Looks to use him. Can he whip in across? Looks to get it in there. Towards the near post. Vidra with a flick on. And just wide. I think he was flicking it on for bodies. It's a good flick on. Did well to get there. Burnley trying to get it back in there. Gabriel with a boot away. Brownhill to pick up. Looks to spread it. Here's Cornet. Can he get the cross in? He can. Rodriguez, header over. It was a chance. And time added on. Just having a look back at Saturday's game against Arsenal. We've mentioned, we've talked about that, and the disappointment of missing out. We don't seem to get the rub of the green, do we, against Arsenal? Seems to be particularly here, Dave.
Yeah, it's been once or twice. They're usually last-minute offside or handball goals, aren't they? We didn't have to wait quite that long on Saturday, but yeah, just one of those things. I mean, we've won down there. We've obviously broke the hoodoo at the Emirates, winning away there last season, but can't get the victory over them here. No. We hopefully we'll be around next year to have another go. What's the approach from Sean Dyche second half here? Does he's got Chris Wood on the bench? You know, if it's getting past the hour mark and Burnley are looking for a goal, does Chris Wood play a part today? Quite possibly. I mean, I think certainly he's not going to change anything in the first 15 minutes. I think we did see a change on the hour on Saturday. I think he might be tempted to wait a little bit longer, see how it pans out the first 15 minutes. If Burnley carry on as they have been doing, I think the temptation would be to stick with the players out there and give them the chance. I just always think with a big game on Saturday, a cup game in midweek, whoever he brings off, do you start thinking he's being rested for the weekend? Possibly, so if Cornet was to come off on the hour, more likely to start on Saturday. Would you think he's more likely to start on Saturday, or am I just reading too much into it? I think that's probably right. It might be different in his case because he's obviously just come into the team, only made his debut as sub on Saturday, so Might be surprised to get a full run out of 90 minutes, but he's looked sharp in that first half.
Yes.
Just hasn't had that final touch.
No, it was agonisingly wide, the third chance, wasn't it?
Was.
I mean, his English sounded pretty good, didn't it?
Probably better than my French and
I
yours.
thought you were going to say Pete Oliver's French, because Pete's got A-level French, so that helped in the build-up to that.
I got GCSE, I didn't go that far.
Did you? I didn't even get that far, Dave, so I have no chance, have I? So, I mean, you know, he'll settle. I would imagine he'll settle pretty quickly. It's his first time abroad. I mean, he was Paris-born, wasn't he? So he's born in France.
No, born in Ivory Coast.
Oh, was he? Was he born in Ivory? Of course he was. Sorry, yes, he was. Yeah. Brought up in France. So it's his first, proper time away from France, I guess. But seems to be settling. You know, the lads are helping him along. What about Nathan Collins in that first half? I suppose didn't have a great deal to do, did he? But
looked like a solid partnership with him and Tarky.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
played well with Ben Mee at Newcastle, I thought.
Yeah, good for him to get another game, and I assume he'll play the full 90 minutes today. So yeah, good to get another younger player in who's getting some minutes on the clock.
Yeah, and it's worth remembering he's only 20.
Yeah,
you know, he's very young in footballing terms. And Kevin Long is on his way back. Kevin Long played 90 minutes midweek last week behind closed door, and Connor Roberts got 45 minutes in. There is an under-23 game next Monday against Reading. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them played next Monday. That game's at Leyland. It is open to the public, and the side might be interesting that night. You can play 3 overage players and an overage keeper. So we wait and see on that. That could be interesting. Burnley are out, no changes, as you were. The subs are just kicking a ball around. So Burnley will line up like this: Pope in goal, Bardsley, Collins, Tarkowski, Peters at the back, Lennon, Court, Westwood, and the man of the moment, Cornet in midfield, Rodriguez and Vidra up front. But you pointed out, at times, Dave, it's been more like 4-3-3, with Cornet right up, and putting pressures on that 3 centre-backs. And that's quite positive from Burnley. Just a little bit of a break away from the 4-4-2 that's sort of traditional. We are waiting for Rochdale. What happens now that these things don't tend to be synchronised anymore, with Rochdale changing in the officers between the Jimmy Mack end and the Bob Lord stand, we don't have stopwatch synchronisation really, and it does leave a bit of a delay.
Maybe, don't they?
Yeah, there was a 21-minute half-time at Stamford Bridge last season. I remember that, because the away team were changing in the car park literally miles away, and it was a 21-minute half-time break. I'd be worried about players' injuries, I think. There's still no sign of Rochdale. I think Tarky's okay, isn't he? We were a little bit worried about Tarkowski when he committed that foul. Looked like he'd taken a bang, but he's fine, Dave, I think.
Yeah, he seemed to be moving fairly well not long after that. Just a knock to the knee sometimes can just be jarring to begin with, and then you run it off, and he did seem to do that and look fine afterwards.
Still no Rochdale. Well, and the referee's not over that half either, so there's no sort of, as I say, synchronisation. The referee comes out with the Burnley team, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting. Interesting, all the league meetings were in the basement division, Dave. I wonder if there's any other clubs like that.
Possibly.
Even the cup ties between us were when we were in the basement division, apart from the last game in the FA Cup.
Maybe not as many games, certainly. Maybe the team who played the most in the bottom division only.
Yeah.
I mean, they spent so many years, didn't they, in the old 4th division.
That's right, yeah. Promotions in 1969, 2010 and 2014.
Yeah, they're 40 consecutive years, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the bottom division. They were one of the teams that were in peril, really, when automatic relegation was introduced on that crazy 86-87 season, when thankfully both sides survived. I think at some stage we're going to have to send one of the linesmen in to see where they are. It's been certainly 3 or 4 minutes, hasn't it? Burnley are knocking a ball around just to keep warm.
Well, considering we didn't play any added time at the end, it's 10-2 now, so we've had 20 minutes, haven't we?
And the crowd are getting a bit restless. I think they're coming now on. I think he's gone for them, hasn't he? The linesman's gone for them. The linesman's coming out in front of them. It's a bit like park football, that, isn't it? The linesman's gone to get him out of the dressing room, I think. That's a strange one, isn't it? But anyway, it matters not. Burnley just doing one or two bits of stretching. I can't remember the last signing to create such an impression or such excitement, perhaps, as Maxwell Cornet.
Maybe Stephen Defoe.
Yes, possibly. Yeah, possibly. I think we're almost set to get underway. Rushing into position now, Rochdale. The referee's ready to get the second half underway.
See if we can catch them cold.
Possibly. It's back with Collins, immediately looking through the middle for Vidra. O'Connell wins the header, helped on by Dooley. Bardsley to win the next ball, taking it into that right channel. Good awareness, ball inside for Vidra. Lay off for Lennon. Vidra got dumped to the floor. The referee didn't see anything in it. Tarkowski for Peters. Left back Peters swings in a good ball, doesn't he? Helped on, and the keeper with a comfortable save. Rodriguez didn't get a meaningful touch. Applauds the ball in from Peters. We've seen Eric Peters with the assists before, haven't we? He's got a good ability to get that cross in.
And goals in cup competitions as well, Phil.
Yes. Yes, had a chat with us on Clarets Plus this week. Wants to be playing. Not kicking up a stink by any means, but wants to be playing. Collins just to use his keeper Pope. On for Tarkowski. Go through the Rochdale Simon. There's a break in play. Oh, Cork asked a lot of here. No foul. It'll break for Dooley. Wasn't the greatest of balls there. Beasley, nice turn. He's got away. Chance. 1-0 Rochdale. Shock lead for the League Two side. Burnley contributed to their own downfall there, and the former Solihull Moors striker Jake Beasley has got the goal. Burnley 0, Rochdale 1. Beasley with the goal.
We talked about Rochdale being caught cold. It was Burnley caught cold there, but it looked like a foul on Jack Cork. Jack Cork's having a word with the referee. Looked like a blatant push on him there in the build-up to the goal, but the referee's given nothing. And obviously there's no VAR to look back at.
No. Of course it'll stand. He took it inside nicely on his left foot, finished it in style. He's third of the season, making a bit of a name for himself at Rochdale, Jake Beasley.
That might change when the substitutions are made, Phil.
Yes, yes. I didn't think it was a great ball from Tarkowski. Cork immediately was under pressure from Rochdale. Have taken the lead here at Turf Moor. If Burnley are going to win it in normal time, they're going to have to come from behind. Here's Tarkowski, used as Collins. A wake-up call for Burnley. It was all Burnley in the first half. Didn't convert the chances. Throw to the Clarets on that right-hand side. Shot goal for Rochdale. It's with Westwood. On for Peters. Peters, who created that chance moments before. Here's Cork driving forward, trying to get a ball into the middle. Vidra trying to help it on. Hacked away by Cashman. Header won by Tarkowski. Break for Dooley here. Under pressure from Vidra. Morley to look for the ball over the top. And that'll run and run on. And Pope has to clear it under pressure. Has to clear it under pressure. Burnley just looked a little shaky at the back for a minute there. Taylor battling with Rodriguez. Touch back for Tarkowski. Cork looking for Cornet. Cornet looking to some trickery. Can't keep the ball on this occasion. And they come away with it, Rochdale. It's back here with Collins. On for Westwood. Wide here for Bardsley. Thought about a left foot cross. Ball into the middle, finds Lennon. looks to get the crossing deflected behind. First corner of the second half goes the way of the Clarets. Now then, Burnley want to get right back in this straight away. I think Cornet will take this. Shock lead then for Rochdale. Remember, they've never got past this round since they reached the final in the second year of the League Cup in 1962. Here's Cornet to swing it in left-footed. Lower trajectory, yeah! Burnley a level. Jay Rodriguez loves this competition. The lead lasted 2 minutes. His 9th goal in the competition for the Clarets. An assist for Maxwell Cornet. Burnley 1, Rochdale 1. Jay Rodriguez with the equaliser.
Got a milestone goal for Jay Rodriguez as well. Is that his 100th?
No, he's waiting for his 100th league goal.
Right.
In English and Scottish football. But he's off the mark for the season.
He took it well. Took it really well.
Super header. Went to the near post. I think Rochdale were thinking Burnley were packing the back post. And we're all square. So it is a lively cup tie.
Didn't stay behind for long there.
No. Made it a couple of minutes, that's all. Loves the competition. His 15th goal in the EFL Cup. 9 for Burnley. And only one Burnley player above him now in the list. Andy Lockhead. Back for Tarkowski. Westwood. On for Collins. Wide here for Lennon. Ball forward for Rodriguez. A crowd love it. Header back. Looking for Cornet. Cornet gone into the middle. Well won here by Cork. Cork under pressure. Uses Peters. Back for Tarkowski. On in turn nicely for Westwood. Burnley looking to get going here. Looking for Vidra. Wins the header. Needed a save from the keeper. It's gone backwards, Vidra, when he made contact with it. Maybe it lacked a little bit of power.
He couldn't get power on it. It's just a case of trying to get enough power on it over the goalkeeper, but he's just flicking it on, wasn't he? Couldn't quite do that in the end.
Yeah, made it a relatively comfortable save, I guess. It's gone wide on that right-hand side. Ball forward again, looking for Rodriguez. The keeper will collect that.
Lively start to the second half.
Yeah, indeed. What a record he's got in the competition. Touch on here for Adoy. Rochdale trying to build from the back. Dorset with the ball forward. Collins needs to deal with this. Wins the header, but they're onto the loose ball here with Adoy. Collins wins the next ball. Did well. Nice and strong. Good in the tackle. Here's Rodriguez. He'll do him the world of good. I think his last goals were the cup goals at Fulham. Spread wide here for Lennon. He's lively. Looking to take on Dorset. Comes inside him, then outside. Can he get a shot away here? Trying to get in the middle. Oh, it won't fall for anybody. Hacked away by Rochdale. Better from Burnley. They've come alive, haven't they?
Yeah, well, the game's come alive this second half. Burnley had chance in the first half, but it's certainly a lively start to the second.
Bardsley back for Collins. Collins, not the best of balls. Looking for Vidra, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. I was going to go through the Rochdale side when there's a break in play. That was goalless when I said that. Lynch in goal. Taylor, O'Connell, Dorset at the back. O'Keefe, Morley, Dooley, Keohane in midfield. Cashman, Beasley, Adoy up front. Beasley that opened the scoring. Rodriguez with the equaliser. And Maxwell Cornet's first assist, Dave.
Yeah, great corner, wasn't it? To the near post and just flicked on by Jay Rodriguez. Gave the goalkeeper no chance whatsoever.
Throw here to Rochdale. 1-1 it is. Lively cup tie. 8 minutes gone in this second half. With Dorset. It's got this long throw. Lad on loan from Reading. It's a long throw if you throw it in the field of play.
Did they actually come into play, that one?
I don't think it did. It just went down the flank. Here's Bardsley with the throw. Uses Westwood. Back in turn for Collins. Collins looking forward here, looking for Rodriguez. Headed one by O'Connell. Dooley to the next ball. Touch back here for Dorset. Interesting what happens on the hour mark. Is that the key for substitutes? Burnley bench Norris, the reserve keeper, Lowton, Taylor, Goodmanson, Wood, Barnes and Thomas. Here's Adoy, lively player. Helps it on. Beasley with the layoff. It's gone down this right-hand side. Opportunity for O'Keefe, he's dangerous. Peters with the block.
Goal kick, I think.
Let's just see what happens here. The referee's given that, hasn't he?
Definitely
goal kick.
Double deflection, wasn't it there? Thought the linesman wasn't going to give it there, but it's definitely...
I think the linesman was waiting on the referee, wasn't he?
He had a better view.
Yeah, probably thought he was in a better position, to be fair. Pope with a goal kick here. 1-1 it is. I think that's going to be the first of a few assists for Maxwell Cornet.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Header one at the back by Taylor. Tarkowski to the next ball. Will go all the way back to his keeper. Applauded by Nick Pope. Pope will just send it back. Looking through the middle for Rodriguez. Taylor looking to have a hold of him. Westwood to win the next ball. Here's Cork for Peters. 1-1 here at Turf Moor. Peters looking to get the ball in. Taylor with the header away. Beasley battles with Tarkowski. Will break for Westwood. Wide here for Bardsley. The game is open. You're hoping that suits Burnley. Here's Westwood looking for Bardsley again, bombing down that right-hand side. Whips a cross in towards the back post. Headed behind by Taylor. Under little pressure, it must be said.
Didn't get a shout, did he?
No, he didn't. No, I think Bardsley's entitled to think somebody had made their way to the back post as well there.
Did well to keep it in the end. Floated it across and corner conceded somewhat needlessly by Rochdale now.
Westwood with it. Swing this in right foot. A good delivery again. The corners are causing problems. Might fall for Lennon. Blocked by his own man, perhaps. And it'll break here for Cashman. Driving forward. Helps it on, right-hand side. Ball into the middle. Pope can't come for that. Lennon wins the header, trying to get it back to his keeper. And that's going to be a corner. Headed behind. Rochdale's first corner of the night. Burnley not happy with the decision. Cashman G's the Rochdale crowd up. That means O'Connell will come forward. Taylor will come forward. Dorset will join the fray. Proper cup tie now here at Turf Moor. 56 minutes on the watch. Really good volley from Lennon. I think blocked by his own man. Gone to that near post. Good header away by Tarkowski. He's just got that ability, James Tarkowski, of getting on the end of crosses and winning headers.
Yeah, definitely. Can't see any... we have got subs warming up down there for...
Rochdale,
so yes. none of our subs out and running, which is perhaps interesting at this stage.
Well, you've gone back level, I suppose. Yeah. The momentum, is it with Burnley, perhaps? Here's Taylor. Looks further forward. Peters tried to win it. I thought he fouled his man, and the referee agrees. Crowd in front of us not happy. I thought Peters fouled Cashman. Peters going to the referee. He's not happy. No replays, so we can't confirm that either way. So Rochdale have got themselves a free kick. So 15 goals in the competition now for Jay Rodriguez. 9 in a Burnley shirt. Joins Frank Casper on 9 League Cup goals. Only Handy Lockhead ahead of them.
And 4 in one game, of course.
It was, yes, yeah. Here. We mentioned that to Chris Bowden earlier tonight. Ball in. Pope comes, collects. Finished 6-3, didn't it, after extra time?
Right,
looks early for the pace of Lennon. Dooley collects it with a good first touch, the former Coleraine player.
2 penalties, weren't there?
There were, yeah. I think they got 2 goals late on to make it 3-3.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the time of the Manchester riots as well. 10 years ago. Throw on that left-hand side with Dorset. Approaching the hour mark. Lively old start to the second half. Sean Dyche would have been pleased with the response, pleased with the corner goal. Oh, Burnley win the ball here with Rodriguez. Poor defensive header, I think. Touch back to Lennon. On in turn for Westwood. Westwood just didn't have options for the minute. There goes wide for Lennon, back for Bardsley, looks for the cross, there's a bit of height on it, allows the keeper to come and collect. Falls over in the process, but noticeable that Cornet got right into the middle again.
Yeah, he was the man in the middle, wasn't he, again?
I mean, the management will get all the stats, who's run the most. You wouldn't be surprised if Cornet was right up there. Kick from keeper Lynch, looking for Beasley. Collins was strong, wins it. Oh, Vindra's okay here. He's onside, looking to try and run onto it. Bounced awkwardly for him. Wins the next ball, helps it on for Cork. Cornet available left-hand side. Peters trying to go on the overlap. Waits for him, Cornet. Might get the cross in here. Decent ball in there. Vidra couldn't get on the end of it. There's Beasley, big strong striker, holding off Collins, but Burnley won the ball. Cornet looking to drive into the box here. Beating two, gets the ball in there. Will it fall for Vidra?
Yeah!
It's 2-1! And it's Jay Rodriguez again! Great work from Cornet. Fantastic work down the left-hand side from Cornet. Simple finish in the end from Jay Rodriguez. He loves the competition. Cornet celebrates with the crowd. Burnley 2, Rochdale 1. That man Jay Rodriguez again.
Yeah, took it well. Ball bounced nicely in the end, but cool as anything. Side-footed it in. Burnley into the lead.
Now 16 goals in the competition. Joins Andy Lockhead as Burnley's all-time top scorer in the competition with 10.
It could be ahead by the end of the night.
Could be. You mentioned the 4 goals against Burton. Well, he's halfway there.
And he hasn't had a penalty yet.
No, he hasn't, no. But again, Cornet, it was that burst into the box,
yeah,
wasn't
did really well. Did really well there.
2-1 Burnley. Is Cornet playing himself into Saturday's side? Is Jay Rodriguez playing himself into Saturday's side? Who knows? That's the beauty of this competition. But I think Rochdale have something to offer yet. Crowd loving Cornet, and they like when he celebrates with the crowd, Dave.
Yeah, certainly up for it.
Dooley just to help that on, but Burnley win it back. Here's Vidra. Oh, Cornet in space. Can he take it on and finish? Look, see, it's the keeper. Lynch has done well there. Might have come off Cornet last of all. It's a corner. How has he not scored in this game?
I think he'll be wondering that, Phil. He's had plenty of chances first half, and another one there. He could easily have had a hat-trick, couldn't he?
Yeah, could have emulated Jay Rodriguez with 4. To be fair, Lynch did well there. He was big and strong. It was just perhaps running away from Cornet a touch. Anyway, corner Burnley. It's gone short for Cornet. Back for Westwood. Nice little move. It's there. It's 3-1. Oh, hat-trick time for Jay Rodriguez. Brilliant goal. Brilliant corner. Fantastic header. There's a little bit of trouble brewing in the Rochdale 6-yard box. A bit of pushing and shoving, and we can do without that tonight. Because Burnley have gone 3-1 up here. Rodriguez
just
wanted the ball, I think. The referee's dealt with it. Burnley lead 3-1 here. What a night for Jay Rodriguez. Fantastic hat-trick for Jay Rodriguez. He joins Gordon Harris, Andy Lockhead, Andy Payton and himself previously as hat-trick heroes in the competition. It's a booking for Tarkovsky, I think. Yeah. Is it both, Dave?
Yeah. O'Keefe as well.
Yeah, O'Keefe, yeah. What a night. What a night for Jay Rodriguez. I've got to say, that was a super move from the corner.
Fantastic header, wasn't it?
Involving Westwood and Cornet. Back to Westwood. Great ball in. Header from Rodriguez was fantastic.
Gave the goalkeeper no chance.
There's a problem here, isn't there? I don't think they weren't happy with the booking, I think, for O'Keefe. Did Burnley want the ball immediately? Rochdale wouldn't release it. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Not sure why we want the ball particularly.
Not really. We're in control at 3-1. 16 minutes.
Another yellow card.
Who's that to, Dave? Sorry.
I didn't see.
We'll find out, don't worry. There was a little bit of is it Dorset? He's booked somebody else, hasn't he? I think there's something said after the incident. 3-1 to the Clarets. Hat-trick for Jay Rodriguez. We'll get a timing on that. I think it's a hat-trick in 14 minutes. Might break for Lennon. Dorset hits it against him. And Jay Rodriguez is now Burnley's all-time top scorer in the League Cup.
We called it.
We did. You talking about Burton. He's 3/4 of the way there now.
Time yet?
There certainly is. Fantastic stuff, isn't it? It breaks here for O'Keefe. Brilliant challenge from Tarkowski. He needs to just be careful. O'Keefe with the throw down this right-hand side. With Taylor. Turned on its head. A little bit like Everton last Monday, wasn't it, Dave? How quickly Burnley turned it round.
Yeah, 3 quick goals. Took them all really, really well.
It's going to be a Burnley throw. Something special, isn't there, here with Maxwell Cornet?
Yeah, he's certainly livened things up, and yeah, Jay Rodriguez getting really pleased for Jay. Who's going to leave Jay out for Saturday now after scoring 3? You're going to put him on the bench for Saturday?
He's going to have to speak. He's going to have to speak to us after the game. After this, I think. Yeah, it'll be made up. Absolutely made up. I just need to check. I think his last goals were in the FA Cup, Dave, were they? In the Fulham tie.
Could well have been.
Don't think he's scored since. Burnley got a throw on the far side. Long ball over the top. Vidra's chasing this. I think it's quite a lively partnership, Vidra and Rodriguez. So he's Burnley's all-time top scorer in the AFL Cup with 11. He had 8 before tonight. I didn't mention that in the preview. We kept mentioning he'd got 99 league goals in English and Scottish football, and I think we thought we'd put the hoodoo on it. Touch inside here for Dooley. Burnley leading here by 3-1. Sometimes in the press box things happen a little bit too quickly for you.
Not that we're complaining.
No, we're not complaining. Don't get me wrong. We said we'd only scored 3 goals at half-time. We've doubled that now. Good work on that far side. Here's Lennon. I tell you what, quietly away, Aaron Lennon's had a good game. Dorset to that first, ahead of Burnley's hat-trick hero, Jay Rodriguez. Nice work here. Back to Lennon, who's just filling in at the minute at right back because Phil Bardsley's further forward. Back to Pope. On for Tarkowski. That's Tarkowski's first booking in the competition, keeping an eye on that. Here's Westwood, gets it forward for Lennon. Back again for Westwood. Looking over the top, Taylor gets there. Again, you just saw Cornet push right up. Burnley have almost played 4-3-3 at times here. Gamble, let O'Keefe get ahead of Cornet. He is a lively talent, and it's no exaggeration, he could have had 4 goals tonight. Dorset with the throw back to the keeper. Halfway through the second half. What a second half we've had. Rochdale actually took the lead through Beasley. Then 3 from Jay Rodriguez. Fantastic stuff. Here's O'Connell. Back again to the keeper. Lynch. Lynch with a big clearance, looking for Beasley. I think that came off Beasley. It'll be a Burnley throw.
We were talking about substitutions, Phil. Perhaps it does change a little bit now. Having that 2-goal cushion allows Sean Dyche to bring some players on.
On cue, literally on cue. He's speaking to his assistants. Does he bring Jay off now and keep him fresh for Saturday?
There's the temptation, although I think Jay might like to stay on and get another.
Yes, yeah. Burnley's top scorer of the season now. It's Peters with it. Picks out Cornet. Cornet can't keep possession against Morley. Here's Dooley. Burnley don't want to Rochdale back in it. Here's Keohane down that left-hand side. Former Cork City player. Spells at Bristol City and Exeter. Uses Morley. Morley to dink one for Cashman, right-hand side. Busy little player, lively little player. Gets it back off Morley. Oh, poor ball. As I praised him, Vydra collects that loose ball. Westwood driving forward. Is he going to look to try and pick out Vydra? Vydra looking to dance past Dorset. Can't manage it. Oh, he's going to win it again. It's a busy few minutes. Ends up on the floor, slamming the floor with his hand. Now then, I think Burnley players have got up to warm up, and it'll be interesting who comes on and who comes off here. Here's Stephen Dooley again. O'Connell threads a ball through. Space here for O'Keefe. Well done, Peters. Across to win it. Hits it against O'Keefe. And that's a Burnley throw. I tell you what, there's no doubt that Eric Peters is a fine player.
Yeah, he plays everywhere, doesn't he? But he's in his preferred position, let's say, today. But yeah, he always gives 100% whenever he gets his chance in the side. Very reliable player to have.
Here's Westwood, touches it back for Tarkowski, looking long. Burnley leading 3-1. Hat-trick for Jay Rodriguez. A dramatic hat-trick after Burnley had gone behind in this second half. Rochdale driving forward. Opportunity here for Cashman, perhaps right-hand side. Gets the ball back in. That cross has gone to the back post. Nick Pope excels at that. Comes and collects it. Rolls it out for the evergreen Phil Bardsley. Just checks his stride. He's got Cork in the middle. Uses Cork. Lovely move for the hat-trick. Really good movement from Rodriguez as well to get on the end of the short corner. Helped on here for Cornet. Wants it again, Cornet. Wants it all the time, Maxwell Cornet. Back here with Westwood. Gone wide here for Lennon. Lennon on in turn for Vydra. Wanted it back, Lennon. Didn't quite work out. It's with Adoy. Abraham Adoy, former Charlton player. Uses Morley. Burnley nicked it. Can't keep possession. It's with Dooley. Dooley to use O'Connell. Screaming for it is O'Keefe. Just get forward from right wing back. O'Connell to use Taylor. Back again with Taylor. I think it's been timed as 12 minutes. We'll just need to just get that clarified, I think. I wonder if that's one of Burnley's quickest ever hat-tricks.
Bill Holden, I think, has the record for that.
Has he?
Yeah, and it was a lot quicker than 12 minutes.
Was it? Has that come off the Rochdale player? No, Peters. So it's a corner for Rochdale down this right-hand side. With... Is it O'Keefe coming across to take this? Those numbers are really hard work, particularly when players are out of position. Taylor's up. It's gone short for Cashman. Bit of space for Dooley if he can get the right ball in here. Dinks one towards the back post. Burnley win the header. It's Cork partially away. Still in the box though. Oh, good dummy. Gets a ball in here. Oh, it might fall for Cashman. Well blocked by Cornet. He's everywhere. Applauded by Pope. He is showing as well, quietly away, he can do the defensive work, Dave.
Yeah, we saw that on Saturday as well, Phil. I think that's certainly part of his game and, yeah, very much needed.
Work here for Bardsley. Just kept him back here, eh? Adoy takes the throw. Adoy just trying to tease Cork. Touch back. Dinked in by Dooley. Good ball. Oh, corner against his own man. That nearly didn't quite work out. And in the end, it's Cornet's header against Peters. Goes behind for a corner. Could have ended up ugly, that. In the end, it doesn't matter. Thankfully. Burnley defend the corner, it doesn't matter.
Jimmy Ross scored a hat-trick for Burnley. They beat Loughborough 9-3 in 1897-98.
Here's Dooley. Just break off. Shot! Just wide of the target.
He scored in the 5th, the 6th and the 14th minutes. So that's a hat-trick in, well, 10 inclusive. Yeah, 10 inclusive. Benny Cross scored a hat-trick in an 8-2 win against Nottingham Forest in 1922-23. The 5th, the 13th and the 15th minute. And Bill Holden scored one against Middlesbrough. Burnley won 7-1. He scored in the 2nd, the 4th and the 14th. So they're the three quickest I've got.
So that's ended that possibility, hasn't it?
I knew that had been asked before, Phil, so I did check back on that. Multitasking.
Adoy and Dooley have gone off with 15 minutes remaining. They brought Josh Andrews on. I didn't catch the second substitution, unfortunately. We'll get that just picked up in a minute. Burnley leading here by 3-1. Keown bombing down that left-hand side, but Bardsley was hit short. It was a poor ball. Bardsley wins it. He's looking for Rodriguez. Break in the middle of the park again. Don't want Rochdale getting back in this. So Keith with a bit of space. Cornet going to him, using his pace. Come inside nicely though, Keith. Dinks one towards the back post, headed away by Collins. Vidra to try and win the next ball. Westwood comes away with it. Westwood to use Bardsley. Half a clearance. Peters to battle and win this against Cashman. Here's Cork, halfway line for Jack Cork.
You had Andrews for Adoy, did you?
Yes, you did, yeah. Yeah, there's another, just waiting for Rochdale just to post it on their Twitter feed. And we'll update everybody. It's just gone back to the keeper. And the other change, Broadbent has come on, wearing 14. Collins done well, turns away from Andrews. I think Broadbent's gone into the middle of the park. Andrews has gone up front. Just wonder if Beasley's dropped a little bit off him. Incredibly difficult to see the numbers. Here's Lennon. Lennon driving forward, he's done this well. Taking on Dorset, going on the outside. Gets the ball into the middle. Yeah. It's in.
Own goal, I think, wasn't it?
I think so. No, Rodriguez is claiming that, I think. It's a 4th for Jay Rodriguez, is it? I think Taylor was there. It's just a question of whether Rodriguez has got a touch. Great work from Lennon. Rodriguez is claiming it. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. Yeah, Rodriguez is saying he's got a touch. It's his 4th of the night. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. It's Jay Rodriguez's night.
History repeating, Phil. 4 goals in League Cup time.
It is. Great work from Lennon. He's had a good night, hasn't he?
Yeah,
really good night.
Really well.
And it's his last touch. Been saved for Saturday, perhaps. Chris Wood comes on. What a night for Jay Rodriguez. It's all come right for him tonight. We're going to see Matt Lowton in a minute too. The White Men have had a really good night, haven't they? Quietly away, Cornet and Lennon. It's just, I think, reinforced the thinking that Burnley have got a better squad this season than previously. I'm struggling to keep up with the notes. Just wondering who's Lowton's coming on for here. Westwood.
Westwood, yeah.
I'm literally struggling to keep up with the notes. Lowton, Matt Gus centre midfield. This is a new one, isn't it? This is a new one. Quietly away. Centre midfield for Matt Lowton. Did start his career at Sheffield United in midfield. What a night for Jay Rodriguez. That Burton tie. I mean, I was talking to Chris Bolden about it before the game. 10 years ago. Touch back here for Peters, just run away from him. Burnley were behind, remember. Would have run into his man. Almost comically, O'Keefe just tumbled to the floor. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. They've seen off the danger, I think. Tarkowski for Lowton. Oh, nice turn. Really good play from Matt Lowton through the middle. That's a shot. It's a screamer. Saved by the keeper. Cornet touches it back inside. Wood's trying to get in on the act here. Good shot. Good save, keeper. Two decent saves there from Jay Lynch. One from Matt Lowton and one from Chris Wood as he turned in the box.
Talking of history repeating, it was 4-1 the last time these teams met, wasn't it?
It was in the FA Cup, yeah, it was. And there was a hat-trick that day as well for David Ayres. So second hat-trick for a Burnley player against Rochdale. Well done, Dave. You've managed to post quickest hat-tricks. Answered that question. I won't tell you who posed it. Peters couldn't keep that in at full stretch. But it's 4-1. There was a touch, I think, from the defender, but I think Rodriguez said, well, I was right on the line and I got a touch as well. Here's O'Keefe. It was his last action before he was substituted. And Burnley scored more goals in this second half than they have the rest of the season put together. Here's Lowton. Nice touch for Wood. Oh, can't find Lennon. Unfortunate. Here's Keohane. 10 minutes to go. What a lively second half we've had. Uses Broadbent. Broadbent looking to spread it, giving O'Keefe a lot to do. He's kept it in play. Oh, but then falls on the tarmac. He'll have felt that. Did really well. The lad on loan from Mansfield. Tarkowski just accepts he has to head that out of play. So Burnley now, Pope in goal. Bardsley, Collins, Tarkowski, Peters across the back line. Midfield of Lennon, Cork, Lowton, Cornet, Wood and Vidra up top. The next change is interesting because he can't take off both Vidra and Cornet. Pope, good take. He's really taken the ball well tonight. Rolls it out for Cork. Lennon's on his march again. And Bardsley's right up there as well. There's men in the middle. Vidra's gone down under pressure. Uses Lennon. Lennon's got Bardsley with him again. We'll get the ball in here perhaps. Just a little bit behind him. Uses Cork. On for Lowton. Another string to his bow tonight, Matt Lowton. Back again with Cork. Cork once more. Looks like Burnley going through to the fourth round. Lennon to try and get it, and he was fizzing around. Lennon tried to get it back in the box. Couldn't quite manage it. Cashman back here for O'Keefe. On for Taylor. Here's Broadbent. Broadbent kindly came out with undersleeves, which is appreciated because you're able to pick him out from the rest of the midfield. Ball forward, well read by Tarkowski. Here's Lowton. Fancies himself, I think, in centre midfield. Here's Wood, just trying to turn away. Lennon had moved well. Can he collect this, Lennon? Can he finish it? Aaron Lennon! Oh, deflected wide. He deserves a goal because he's been fantastic tonight. Defender in the way. Corner. So close. So close.
Found a quicker hat-trick, Phil. That was the quickest from the start of the game.
Right.
Louis Page scored 3. Well, he scored 6 in the whole game, but he scored 3 in 4 minutes.
Wow.
And certainly 4 within they were all very close together.
I think Jay won't mind. He'll be all right with it. He'll be okay with it. Cornet with another corner. Swings it in. Tarkowski nearly got in the end of it. Might break for Peters. Screams of shoot. Yeah, that was ambitious. Got under it a little.
Yeah, Louis Page scored 3 first-half goals in a hat-trick against Birmingham, 7-1 in 1925-26. The second half, he scored 3 more, another hat-trick, 59th, 60th and 62nd minute.
Another change here for Rochdale.
23 coming on.
23, Kelly's coming on.
Is it 20?
Yeah, those numbers aren't great. Cashman coming off. There's only sort of 7 minutes of the game remaining. Kelly, former Reading player, joined them from Feyenoord. Big kick, good noise around the crowd. They've enjoyed it, I think, tonight. Vidra looks like he's going to play the 90. It looks like Cornet's going to play the 90. Does the manager think he needs game time, and that's why he's playing the 90?
Maybe. I mean, I think the fact that Burnley are 4-1 up now, it's not going to be quite as strenuous and intense towards the end of the game as it might have been otherwise, so that might be in his thinking, perhaps.
No need for penalties tonight. Word about Jay Lynch in the goal. I think he's had a really good game. That looked a good double save from Lowton and from Wood. Credit Rochdale's fans.
Yeah,
they're
they brought
Cashman off, aren't they?
A good following, and it helps them being packed together as well. Obviously, the Burnley fans are spread out tonight, but yeah, they've certainly made some noise.
That's gone out of play on that far side for a goal kick. The sub Josh Andrews played in the Central Lancashire Cup game the other week when Burnley scored twice in injury time to beat Rochdale 3-2. He's on loan from Birmingham City, big striker. But it's gone for Rochdale now. It's going to be their first away defeat since the opening day of the season. Pope with a goal kick. What's your pick of the 4 Rodriguez goals, Dave?
I think the third one, he flashed that header in. That was a really good move, I thought, the third
It was a good move, wasn't it? Involving Cornet. We don't tend to do short corners, do we? But it's a ball here from Peters. Vidra's on the chase, but the keeper, I think, was always the favourite. Yes, well worked between. You're expecting Westwood to ping it into the 6-yard box. He went short for Cornet. Cornet back to Westwood, ball in. There was a flashing header from Rodriguez. Goal of the season contender perhaps, and they've given Vidra the ball here. Touch back for Cornet to have a shot, right footer blocked. He could have had 6 tonight. Clearance from Taylor. Tarkovsky on the chase. It's a morale boosting victory, I think, Dave, isn't it?
I mean, we shouldn't get carried away.
No.
We are playing a League Two side, but yeah, we've shown spirit to come back from behind, and when other occasions we perhaps haven't done. So yeah, we really positive performance all 90 minutes. We played really well in the first half, just didn't get that goal, but we come back and made up for it in the second half.
Andrews tweeted me, get off your phone when commentating. I was trying to just alert everybody to the fact within the club that Jay Rodriguez is now our top scorer in the competition. Back to Lynch.
It's called multitasking.
Well, trying. You can't really watch the game either. It's a bit of an awkward one, but it is an important one for us. We need to get that detail out. Don't think we've prepared a graphic. I think looks like Kelly's gone right wing back, hasn't he? Ball forward. Nice layoff from Andrews. Opportunity here for Rochdale. It's gone wide. Keith now to collect it. He's got Kelly with him. Uses Kelly. Kelly gets the ball in. Dangerous. Good clearance. Well done, Collins. You know, that's important. He got it away from the 6-yard box.
Dangerous ball in there,
it
wasn't it?
Played it well there, Rochdale. Here's Taylor. Keith. Kelly back for Taylor. Here's O'Connell. Helps it on for Dorset. 4-1 Burnley. Won by Collins, and then he burst forward. Wow. Peters. Uses Cornet. Crowd love him. Back with Lowton. Centre midfield. Uses Peters. Helps on here for Collins. He's a ball playing centre half. Got in the Irish squad and got injured. I don't think he'd have played in that raft of games, but he's one to look out for. Here's Peters. Final 3 minutes, I think. Cornet just to touch it inside for Lowton. Lowton over the top looking for Vidra, who has never stopped running. Can't collect it in his stride. Got a head on it. Thumbs up. A word about Matty Vidra, Dave, because he's worked ever so hard up there.
Yeah, he's running socks off today. He's looking a little bit tired now, but he's done really well in the game, and it's given certainly the Rochdale defence something to think about. I think the front 2/3, when Cornet's been joining them, have been very lively.
Yeah. Before we leave, I'm going to ask you for your side on Saturday, what you think the side will be. Break here for Tarkovsky. Just couldn't find the ball for Cornet. Apologises. Here's Taylor. I mean, it's not often, you know, there's perhaps queries just about in every area, possibly apart from defence. Clearance from Lynch, certainly apart from keeper. Header won by Beasley. Broadbent to get it forward, but no problems here for Collins. It's his first game at Turf Moor, and he will have impressed again here. Here's Peters to collect it. Final minute of the 90. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. It's with Cornet. A real crowd favourite. Back again for Tarkowski. For Collins. Wide here for Bardsley. Bardsley forward for Wood. Broadbent to touch it on. Vidra still chasing everything. Ball looking over the top for Andrews. Collins dummies it, and it'll go through to the keeper. Pope, he's got valuable minutes tonight. Injured in the summer, of course, had an operation in the summer. Maybe that's the reason for tonight's appearance. Lowton trying to find Lennon. The break here for Taylor. On in turn for Morley. Flick on finds Keohane, left-hand side. Lively left back. Driving forward. Gets the ball in right-footed. Tarkowski, good header away. It's 2 additional minutes. Burnley came alive after Rochdale took the lead on 46 minutes. Fantastic response from Burnley. 4 goals for Jay Rodriguez. I think the pick of those was that short corner for the hat-trick. It's wide here for Keohane. Keohane on in turn. No offside flag. You've got a man in the middle. If they can deliver across, it's going to be a throw, I think, just by the corner flag. That means O'Connell will come forward. It's a free kick, in fact. It's gone short.
Taken quickly.
Yes, a little bit of space, but Burnley win the ball, but it's back again with the taker. Swung in. Collins with a good header away. He was alert there. O'Connell looking to get a ball back in. Well blocked again by Collins. He's alert in the last few minutes here. The break for Dorset in his own half. Second minute of added time here. Bardsley tries to win it. Nearly took the lot. And it'll be a Burnley throw. Rochdale have already taken it, but it's a Burnley throw. On that far side with Phil Bardsley. Fringe players have done well tonight. They've really shown Burnley's squad depth. Here's Peters. Uses Lowton. Lowton back for Tarkowski. On in turn for youngster Collins. Uses Bardsley. Bardsley for Lennon. Can't find him. Rochdale get a bit of possession. Might be the last action of the game. Back again with Broadbent. O'Connell, that's the final whistle. Burnley the winners by 4 goals to 1. What a lively second half. Goalless after 45 minutes. Game came alive when Jake Beasley opened the scoring for Rochdale. Tarkowski fed Cork. He was dispossessed under pressure. Might have been a foul. Beasley took it on in the box, planted it past Pope, but Burnley almost immediately came alive. Within 2 minutes, it was all square. Corner with the corner. Rodriguez with a near post header. 1-1. On 60 minutes, Rodriguez made it 2-1. Good run from Cornet down the left. Ball fell for Vidra, touched it back for Rodriguez. Side foot finish, 2-1. Hat-trick on 62 minutes. Good little short corner routine involving Westwood and Cornet. Back to Westwood, ball in. Rodriguez near post header. His second EFL Cup hat-trick for Burnley, and he's Burnley's all-time top scorer in the competition. And to top it all, he got a touch for his 4th on 76 minutes. Great run from Lennon, touch from Taylor, but Rodriguez was on the line to get the final touch. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. Really good win for Burnley.
Yeah, fantastic result, confidence booster for the team, and also for Jay Rodriguez getting his name on the score sheet, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times once again. Fantastic for him. I think it's been very difficult for him to be left out on Saturday. I think it might be Jay and Chris Wood up front on Saturday.
It certainly asks the question, has it? He's now got 18 goals in the competition, incredibly. 18 in the competition, and he's got 12 for Burnley. Gone past Frank Casper and Andy Lockhead as Burnley's all-time top scorer in the EFL Cup. Credit to Rochdale that came to Burnley, attacked the Clarets. Thanks to Dave for his help tonight. But Burnley are through to the 4th round. That draw is tomorrow night after the live game between Manchester United and West Ham United. But Burnley are through. Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. Jake Beasley for Rochdale. Jay Rodriguez got all 4 for the Clarets. All eyes on Leicester on Saturday. Leicester City against the Clarets. 3 o'clock kickoff in the Premier League. I'll be there for that one. Andy Hodgson alongside me on Clarets Plus. But the news from Turf Moor is good. Burnley's first win inside 90 minutes this season. It's finished Burnley 4, Rochdale 1. Well done to Jay Rodriguez.